EXCLUSIV. After 14 years of marriage, former This Morning hosts Ruth Langsford and Eamonn Holmes shocked the country by announcing their divorce. Fans with keen eyes observed that Ruth Langsford has announced her breakup with Eamonn Holmes, yet she is still sporting her wedding ring. After 14 years of marriage, the 64-year-old couple acknowledged they were splitting. Ruth has been seen grinning in recent photos, her wedding band securely on her finger, even after their split. Manjvara, a former banker who is now a heartbreak coach, discussed possible explanations for Ruth's refusal to give up her ring with Express.co.uk, stating that the presenter isn't ready. Manj started off by saying, "We can only speculate as to why Ruth is still wearing her ring." Manj has helped over 500 people get over breakups. Understanding what a ring stands for, commitment to a significant other, can help us think about this. Ruth may feel that taking off the ring now would be too drastic after 14 years of marriage because it sort of symbolizes finality. The counselor for relationships said, "It would be an acknowledgement to herself and the public about what was and what no longer is, and that can be incredibly difficult. Maybe she is just not ready," he said as he ended. It happens after Eamonn seems to disparage his former partner following his TRIC award victory. Following the public announcement of his separation from Ruth, Eamonn made his first appearance at the awards presentation on Tuesday, June 25. With the assistance of a walking aide, the host of GB News and his co-anchor Isabel Webster went on stage to accept the award for Best Breakfast Show. "I went for an operation a year and a half ago, and it went wrong," the former This Morning star remarked as he accepted the prize and spoke to the crowd. "Given that I have two unwanted objects on my back, I'll gladly take this." It's thought that Eamonn was talking about both Ruth and his back surgery. In 2022, Eamonn had spine surgery after years of suffering from chronic back pain. In 2016, he underwent a double hip replacement as well. Along with Matt Turley, Susanna Reid, Nigel Farage, and Eamonn, they were all nominated for Best News Presenter. Nevertheless, the broadcaster was not victorious as Farage, the head of the Reform Party, won the award for the second consecutive year. After their marriage ended, Carol McGiffin, a former cast member of Loose Women, disclosed that she hasn't gotten in touch with friends Ruth Langsford and Eamonn Holmes. The outspoken celebrity, who resides in the south of France with her husband Mark Cassidy, recently spoke with OK magazine in an interview. Furthermore, she has made the decision to remain out of their divorce even though she has shown her love for both Eamonn and Ruth. In May, Ruth and Eamonn made known that their 14-year marriage was ending. Later on, though, rumors circulated that they had been secretly split apart for a year. Carol McGiffin about Ruth Langsford's divorce. In her interview, the 64-year-old, who quit the show in April of last year, was questioned about the breakup. She claimed to love them both and to be sad about it. "When a relationship ends, it's always sad," Carol remarked. "However, it's more depressing when you're so well known. It's quite challenging. Everybody is making assumptions and has a theory. Everything I own would be based on the assumption that it is mostly bleep. I feel for them both in that regard," she continued. "I've worked and partied with them both, and I adore them both. I haven't, as they say, reached out to Ruth yet, which is extremely unfortunate." The 64-year-old went on to explain why she hasn't reached out to Ruth yet to give her support. "She won't want to hear from me right now since she'll be overloaded. I won't message her until I find out the truth. That will come later. If not, all you're doing is raising the volume." Eamonn was compelled to retract his joke about Ruth from his acceptance speech at the TRIC Awards earlier this week. "I went for an operation a year and a half ago, and it went wrong," he said during the thank yous after winning Best News Broadcast. "Two things that I didn't want are in my back. This remark was widely taken as a barb at his recent breakup with Ruth. According to a Mail Online insider, Ruth was even hurt by the remark. But a representative verified in a statement to the Mirror that Eamonn's remarks had nothing to do with anything other than the 2 pins in his back following his surgeries. Eamonn also talked briefly about the split in an interview with the Mirror at the TIC Awards. "I'm not feeling well." Speaking about his continuous health problems, he said, "This is not a good moment at all. It's too early to say, but I hope we can still be friends." He continued in reference to Ruth. Ruth has chosen to temporarily resign from her role as a presenter on Loose Women and has kept a low profile throughout this time.